Greetings, welcome to my portfolio. Um, this homepage encompasses um, myself as a dental hygiene student and everything that I stand for. So I am dedicated to continuous learning and professional growth. I always strive to enhance my skills and knowledge in dental hygiene. But of course, even though we are very passionate about dental hygiene, um, there is much more to us as humans than just being hygienists. So here's a fun little quote from one of my favorite authors. Um, a few pictures here of some of the most important people in my life. Have my brother, my sister, my parents, and yeah. One of my favorite quotes, healthy smiles, healthy lives. Moving forward are my first competency that I will be talking about, ethical and professional behavior. The skills that I added here is mandatory reporter, HIPAA training. Patient confidentiality is extremely important in our field. Our ethics case study, which was also extremely important. It just kind of makes you think about what your actions would be when faced with certain situations that may or may not be ethical. Moving forward, I have a couple of videos here of from medical emergencies. One of my favorite hobbies in life is acting. I'm just kidding. Medical emergencies video was actually one of the hardest things I've done. This assignment was very helpful when you were acting out patient communication. It was extremely helpful to kind of play detective and realized that our patient was not feeling well and we were able to prevent a medical emergency. The next video here, practice stomach thrusts. This was really fun, a little awkward, but overall really fun. This also, as hygienists, we are responsible for our patient and we need to be able to act quickly. My first patient case, an adolescent from the summer. This patient was really interesting. The experiences I learned, or the experiences I had with this patient, it was my first time cleaning braces, and also the communication. I had to have really clear communication with their parents because his mom was not able to bring him to the clinic, so we had to do unaccompanied minor forms and go over all of that and had that all taken care of before seeing him. So that was the first experience doing that, and it was really good to be able to do that. My next competency is process of care. During process of care we are using we are pretty much customizing a treatment plan addressing the patient's needs. We are using the principles of dental hygiene diagnosis and treatment planning to meet the needs of diverse patients. So this is really important. Learning dental terminology is important. We're able, to write professional notes and understand diverse patients and their health concepts. Another assignment here that added to some skills was this dental embryology assignment. I did a Jeopardy PowerPoint. It was really interesting getting all these links to link up to every slide. That was actually quite tedious but fun as well. Embryology is super important, just kind of learning where all the tissues come from and stuff. And this also allows us to be able to modify patients' treatment plans as needed if there is an abnormality of any. Oral pathology is also really important. We're able to talk about and see diseases or identify diseases before they can get bad, or identify symptoms and be able to treat patients with from diverse health backgrounds. Um, Same thing with oral hygiene competency. Um, I think this is really important. We're able to um, modify the patient's treatment plan based on their oral hygiene needs. Um, Another third competency is promote oral and general health of patients. Here I am adding the disability modification. Um, it's important to see patients of all um, health statuses, and this was really interesting. I did a project based on my dad's disability, so that was really fun to learn more about it and see what he could and couldn't do. Medical emergencies activity, it's really important to anticipate adverse reactions and prevent medical emergencies in the chair. Our nutritional final from our nutrition classes was very interesting. Um, some of the skills that it accomplishes is to recognize the role of nutrition and how important it is for our oral and systemic health. Same thing with the tobacco cessation project. This project allows it allowed me to be able to talk to patients and educate them and help them manage their overall health to just be healthier um, and stuff. And this is my special needs patient. Um, this patient was pretty complicated. I had to see him in quite a few sessions because it took a lot of time switching him in and out of the chair, out of the dental chair. Um, so yeah, moving forward to the fourth comp, health promotion and disease prevention for a diverse population. I am linking the website here to the website from that we did for community. These assignments encompass everything that has to do with the allowing or helping our community and being involved in dental activities around the community. So this was our independent study. We went to the Mango House, gave a presentation to a lot of strangers who didn't really care that we were there. Kind of a little awkward, but we got through it. This is my fourth patient case. Let's see. This patient had never had a cleaning before, and he wasn't. I mean, he was a heavy patient, but it wasn't like the worst. For some reason, I always assume someone with super heavy calc buildup is going to be like a stage 2 or 3, but this patient was a stage 1. I learned a lot with this patient, and I was happy I was able to provide quality care for him since he was not able to get that other from somewhere else. And then this is the fifth competency, pursuit of lifelong learning and evidence-based decision making. The Perio paper, you do a lot of research, you use a lot of evidence-based methodologies to get all the sources and stuff to write the paper. This was really good. My paper was on how socioeconomic status and periodontal disease go hand in hand. Part of professional development, all of the CEs, extra CEs we were able to accomplish during school, like the silver diamine fluoride and the sleep apnea CE. We learned a lot during those. And then I also added the extra credit from pharmacology because I thought these are really important for us to know. And also, I feel like with this, you're learning things that are outside of dental medicine per se, but it was still, it like, it just shows that dental and medical or oral health in our bodies are very connected. Learning all of the grooves and aspects of teeth, I thought was really important too. This helps us improve dental hygiene treatment by knowing the anatomy of each tooth and knowing where the depressions and grooves are. It makes the scaling. I think we are better clinicians for knowing this anatomy, because then we're able to know how to scale better. This is my 5th patient case. Let's see. This patient wasn't extremely periodontally involved, but I was able to provide quality dental care for him. He came to me, or I found this patient during the fall, and he was actually very motivated to keep working with me and achieve his health or oral health goals. So that was really interesting. I think with this patient, it really encloses the lifelong learning and evidence-based decision making. This patient, it was noted in my ADPI note, but he was recovering alcoholic. So with evidence-based decision making, I was able to provide recommendations that included non-alcoholic mouthwash. So that was a really interesting experience. The final competency here is the written and clinical boards. I provided here the results for my adult competency. I passed my National Dental Hygiene Board exam, and overall I did a good job on my mock board. I did realize that I missed some calculus and stuff, but I was really nervous about the mock board, but I think going through this makes me excited about the actual clinical board on May 2nd. My full competency, this one was actually kind of a special patient. I was very nervous, but I was really glad I was able to get it. And my patient case, this patient pretty much reflects what like a normal everyday, I guess, recare would look like. This was my adult comp patient that I was able to pass in the spring. There's nothing really super significant about this patient. It was very straightforward. She did have an inhaler and brought it with her, which was a miracle because a lot of my patients have forgotten their inhaler. So I'm glad they were able to listen to me. But overall, this is my portfolio that encompasses all of my skills and everything I have learned during my time at Community College of Denver. Thank you for listening.